Hey, thank you.
Ken Burns, respected Buck, and all of the athletes, the great athletes that played in the Negro Leagues, and he's with us today to tell us why. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to present America's greatest living TV historian, Mr. Ken Burns.
Oh my goodness, what a generous introduction. When I was working on baseball, we did an interview with Gerald Early. He is a great writer and professor. He said, when they study our American civilization 2,000 years from now, Americans will be known for only 3 things: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. They're the 3 most beautiful things we've ever known. I saw the baseball series as a sequel to the Civil War. That was the Constitution's greatest test. If you want to know the kind of country we became after the Civil War, you can do no better than to study baseball. It tells you about labor and management, the growth and decay and rebirth of great cities. It tells you about heroes and villains and fools. It tells you about immigration and assimilation, and it tells you about race more than anything else. When Jack Roosevelt Robinson walked out to first base on April 15, 1947, 60 years ago tomorrow, his progress was the first real progress in civil rights since the Civil War. This was before lunch counters in Virginia, before buses in Montgomery, before the barracks of our military were integrated fully. It was before Reverend Martin Luther King. It was the beginning of American social progress since the Civil War. For decades, African Americans had held and owned teams and leagues of separate but athletically equal talent because a so-called gentleman's agreement kept them from playing the game they loved at the national level. And on April 15, 1947, baseball became in fact what it always claimed to be, the national pastime. But we forgot, as Jackie rose up, the amazing contribution of the Negro Leagues. And no one was more helpful in helping us understand that story than my dearly departed friend Buck O'Neill, who we celebrate today. Buck had a generosity of spirit I have never seen in any other human being I've ever met. Someone once said that reminded me that man is supposed to be created in God's image. It's hard to believe today when we see so much horror around us that that could be so. But to spend a moment with Buck O'Neill is to know that it is possible. And today, as we remember him, as these players wear the uniforms of the old Negro Leagues, we can ask of ourselves that we rise up and live out our own true possibilities. That was Buck's wish. He dealt it out every day with the sugar he gave to everybody, the hugs that everyone who knew him looked forward to. And so I would ask us to go forth from this day with a renewed purpose that brings us all together. Buck reminded me every single day that it's always about one. There's no difference between people. He lived that heart with a generosity of heart I have never seen before, and you do not expect to see. So, in the name of Buck fellow being, in the name of what he stood for, let us all together go forth and celebrate that which we hold in common, not what distinguishes us, that makes people, better communities, better Americans, and I say to these young men, better ball players. Thank you all very, very much for this opportunity to celebrate.
Participating in Coleman's Dizzy Bat Race. The object of this is start down to Mr. Red, run to the basket, 5 spins, and then run back on Dizzy. Everybody, 2 contestants are ready?